You need silence. Everyone nowadays are glued to their phones, both young and old, and in order to improve yourself and hear yourself more clearly, you need to embrace that silence. The average screen time in the world is 6 hours and 40 minutes, and the average screen time for Gen Z is 9 hours. Do you know how much more productive you could be in 9 hours? But instead you're watching TikTok Brain Rot and Fruit Love Island all day. Like bro, that's the dumbest shit you could waste your time on, genuinely. There's a reason why past philosophers and inventors were so smart. It's because they had no phones. They had to sit with themselves and actually exercise their brain muscles. Albert Einstein would go on walks and enjoy his quiet time, and that aided him in revolutionizing physics and the way we see things today.
He was watching workers on the roof of a building and certainly thought, wow, what would happen if they would fall down? And then he realized if you fall down, you no longer experience gravity. And that in some sense, that's the natural motion.
Isaac Newton was literally just sitting under a tree, enjoying his own private time, and he eventually discovered gravity. Now, imagine what types of amazing ideas you could come up with if you put the brain rot down and sat with yourself for just 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I know you don't want to hear this, but music is also another form of TikTok brain rot. Because again, it inhibits our ability to sit with ourselves and think. But I also think it could be useful because for me, there are times where I listen to music and I feel so productive that I think I could genuinely solve world hunger. And there are times where I'll listen to music and I daydream about me knocking out Gervonta Davis to win the World Lightweight Championship, while I could be doing something more productive like planning a YouTube video. But recently, I've been listening to music very minimally, and I feel like I'm able to hear my thoughts a lot clearer. And if you guys try it too, maybe the same will happen for you. But at the end of the day, nothing is better than pure silence. And in a world where there's constant stimulation, it's hard to enjoy that silence. And when that silence does come around, it's very uncomfortable. If you can't even sit with yourself even just for 30 minutes, then that means your brain's at the mercy of stimulation. There's a reason why all these social media apps have short-form content at the swipe of a finger. It's to keep you hooked. And if you can't control that urge, then you're a slave to stimulation and consumption. If you struggle with phone addiction, then what I would recommend is to lock up your social media apps for the times you think you're heavily on them. And for me, it's between when I wake up, so 7 a.m. to around, I want to say 8 p.m. But for you, it could be very different. And I'm not saying cut off all social media apps completely. Don't get me wrong, I'm a content creator. If I try that method, you see me at McDonald's flipping burgers for 15 minutes. But it should be used to aid the enjoyment of your life, and your life shouldn't be centered around it. Go smell the trees, go for a walk, go for a hike. Do something, but make sure it's in pure silence. It's been Brilly. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm out. Take care and peace.